Oh, welcome back to today we're going over a nowcast discussion. We see an asterisk stretching from central Oklahoma going into western Kansas as well as into Nebraska as well. Um, a few tornadoes, um, significant damaging winds, potentially widespread in nature at times, as well as some large, very large to even giant hail is on the line for today across much of the central plains today. So really, how to really explain. We'll take a look at mesoanalysis. We'll take a look at satellite imagery as well. Um, don't I think it's getting a bit late now to look at models now. Soon initiation's gonna be within the next few hours. Or we already see a few supercells active as well. We see one in northern Kansas actually as we speak. See an MCS as well across Oklahoma going to Texas. That's been remnant from last night's activity. Seems to be non-severe though. Basically out of the equation for today, really, except for those questions really at destabilization, but don't think that's gonna be much of an issue, especially with that sunshine that's right now taking over across much of the risk area. So we'll take a look at the surface. We'll take a look at what stations we're taking a look at. Time we see the time of that backflow. We see a surface low over Texas and Oklahoma Panhandle. We see decent dew points in the mid 60s, even some low 70s in some spots. As well, going to Kansas as well. We see 83 over 66, 79 over 65, 81 over 66 backed. Surface winds out of the south, southeast. Generally, so we're seeing some backwind profiles. I could enlarge them photographs a tiny bit. Let's take a look at the surface. Take a look at this. We see again those backed winds. See a few surface troughs that could tiny bit. That's probably some areas where we could be seeing some storm initiation as well along those surface troughs. I think we see a tiny bit of that stationary boundary further up to the north is Nebraska, into as well as Colorado. See probably a few disturbances along with it, so it's pretty interesting. Let's go a tiny bit higher. We'll go up to 300 millibars, and we see a tiny bit of an upper level shortwave trough. We see a few. And entering really into Kansas now. That's supposed to be today's player. So, see a tiny mostly zonal flow though across much of the U.S. We see another trough that was from yesterday's event for the out the. But take a look at 500 millibars. We see a few. We see a convective really shortwave that's convectively really enhanced. We see another few short waves. We see a short wave right there. I think will initiate that one supercell. We see a few one of those kinks in the contours. Let's go down to 700 millibars. And we see a few short waves. And of course, that's what's really probably helped storm initiation today. And looks pretty interesting. See several short waves, perturbations in the flow. Take a look at 850 millibars. Tiny bit of surface though, we see a tiny bit of that backed flow, roughly around 10, 20, 25 knots. So, pretty interesting. Have we even got any new soundings actually? That's what we need to go see. We'll go take a look at that. Do we have any new observed soundings? No, I don't think so. So we have to wait probably, I guess, until 0Z, I guess, or unless I'm being a bit impatient, and we'll see some soundings, and I don't know, 20Z, usually issue them around 20Z, around 21, 22, 21Z, so we should be seeing them in the next 17 minutes. If not, then I guess maybe an update will, but we see quite a surface trough, pretty extending out, pretty far. Take a look at the photograph map. This is QT map. There's something to note. We see some pretty substantial cap inversions still in place. Warm temperatures aloft, it seems. Really what. Last night when I was gonna make one, but the recording really corrupted. Really was really saying concern about these pretty warm temperatures aloft, still early. See the shortwave trough that's gonna be entering into the region. That's gonna be what's gonna break that cap. So, as well as strong, surface or boundary layer heating, that's what's gonna also break that cap. So, what? So let's take a look at photograph map. Seeing some warmer of action, pretty small photographs though at this moment. We see curved veering with height, representing warmer of action. So I mean that's not entirely too bad right now. I mean you're still right. Photographs being rather small. You're seeing some stronger winds aloft, pretty straight. So that's what it's really I guess favorable for so significant is really hail, but that supercell is producing ping pong sized hail right now. It seems we see a time of that triple beam, um, beam scatter spike. So representing some pretty large hail, probably pretty interesting. So anyways, I guess we'll take a look at full instability. Definitely a tiny bit maximized for the northward. Ample verticity really is as well, but not too much really going on where mostly some rain, some thunderstorms, but not overall too much. Least favorable, nothing really too favorable for severe thunderstorms right now, except there is a severe thunderstorm warning for Iowa for probably some hail. The storms seem a tiny bit elevated. 60 miles per hour winds too, but so water vapor imagery showing that shortwave as well. Digging down, we see a few out ahead of it. We're seeing some storm initiation as well into Nebraska, so pretty neat. See a few MCS, but we'll take. But in overall review, guess we can take a look at some cams. We'll take a look at the recent her, I guess is. We'll take a look at the few recent her runs, and we'll see what's trended towards. 19Z's running right now. It still hasn't really got to it just yet. It seems like upscale growth will be occurring really late. Has WAFs run yet? No. Nope. I don't think it has. Or hasn't. Nope, it hasn't ran yet. So I guess we have to rely really on her right now. I guess for our short term. Let's see, 6Z. We'll take a look at previous runs. So again, basically, a tiny bit still, upscale growth still has yet to really occur. Compared, at least on these last few runs. See, mostly upscale growth is gonna be after 6Z. So we'll still have that giant hail threat in place still by 6Z. That little that's gonna be ramping up by then. And now, seems to be pretty cluster of storms. It's probably gonna grow upscale probably soon after, probably by 7-8Z. So that is 2 to 3 a.m. I think. So it's gonna be quite a late night, nocturnal MCS. It could potentially bring some powerful damaging winds. So, really, if you're in the risk area, watch really out for late tonight. There's plenty of time though. So, pretty interesting setup for today though. But anyways, let's just recap again, we have that asterisk going from central Oklahoma going to western Kansas, going to even Nebraska, mostly for maybe a few tornadoes. Damaging winds, potentially widespread in some cases, especially when you get into Oklahoma. Also potentially significant and very large hail, potentially up to around 3 to 4 inches, I think. That's my current really thinking. right now, based off of we haven't really covered that much. But really, I think tonight when storms are probably not going, we'll probably get more of a deep dive, I guess. This is more of a brief video, but anyways, probably that's really, and goodbye.